folks, this is Lots 22. I'm going to show you a new way how to play Lots. So you first put 3 cards out. This are your base cards, and they're worth 3 points, 11 points, and 2 points. So these are the base cards. Number 3, 11, and 2. Also 3 points, 11 points, 2 points. And then you pick up 5 cards. You have to play 1 card on one of these base piles here. Now what you have to do is you can't go over 22. So I'll play a 3. That brings me up to 5. Now I have to lay down a card. I call it the qualifying row. So I'll put a 7, and then I pick up 2 more cards. And then once again I place 1 card up here, so I'll place 12, and then I'll place 5 in my qualifying row. Now I can't go over 22 on any of these 4. And so this is 3, 11, and 2. I can't go over 22. I'm up to 5. I'd be over 22 here, but the 12 can also be worth a 3, 1 plus 2. So I'm actually up to 14 here and 12 here. So I pick up 2 cards again. Now for the qualifying row, the doubled numbers are always worth the doubled numbers as well. So it's very hard not to go over 22. You really have to be careful. I'm trying not to play any doubled numbers down here. Okay, so I'm going to place a 15 here, bringing me up to 20. And I'll place a number 2 here, bringing me up to 14. And then I pick up again. Now unfortunately I won't be able to get 22 here because both 2s are gone, already used. There's only 2 in the deck, 2 2s. So that's 14. So I play an 8, that brings me up to 22. 14. But I'm not going to do that because I also have to get 22 down here to qualify. If I don't qualify, then I can't get any points. So instead I'm going to put 13 down. That'll be worth 4. So 11 plus 3 is 14, plus 4 is 18. And I'm going to put the 8 down here, bringing me to 22. So now I'm hoping for a 4 here. I likely won't get it. I don't get it. And because you can't go over 22 anywhere, my turn will be done because I'm already at 22 with the qualifying roll. But I'm just going to pretend for a moment that this 5 is really worth a 4. So I lay the 4 down here, bringing it to 22. So now I decide my turn is done. This is how you add up the points. This qualifies me for the points. Because I got 22 using the base card of 11, I get 11 points. Now other than that, if I had used all gold cards, if I had used all of the same color to get 22, my 11 would be doubled to 22 points. And that's true with the 2 as well. If I had gotten 22 and done it with all gold cards, that would have been doubled to 4. Now I'm going to show you, with this setup there's only one more rule. I'm going to remove these cards and just leave the base cards. We have 2 gold base cards and 1 blue. So the blue is a bonus card. If we had dealt out, let's say, 2 blue cards and 1 gold card, then the gold card would be the bonus card. So with the bonus card, you try not to play on it. And you'll notice that I only played on the 2 gold cards. If you get to qualify for 22 in your qualifying row, and you don't play on your bonus card, then you collect whatever point value the card is worth. If you had played on it, let's say in a desperate attempt to be able to keep playing, because maybe you would have gone over 22 if you had played on the other base piles. If you play a card on the bonus card, then you can never grab any points from that card. So you're trying to not play on it. And if you get 22 on your qualifying row and you use 2 different colors, you would only get the 3 points. But if you manage to do it using the same color as the bonus card, so it's blue, and if you were able to get 22 with your qualifying row, and it's all blue cards, then you would double. Sometimes when you're dealing out the cards, instead of getting 2 cards of one color and 1 card of the other color, they might be all the same color. Now the same rules apply. You pick up the 5 cards, you have your qualifying row, and you can't go over 22 on any base card or in your qualifying row. But the difference is you don't have a bonus card, so you can feel free to play on any of the cards. And that's the only difference in the rule. So for instance, again, if you have a bonus card, you try not to play on it, because the only way you can grab the points is if you do qualify, you only grab the points if you don't play on the card. On the other hand, if you don't have a bonus card and they're all the same color, then you just play normally and don't worry about a bonus card that you try not to play on. You just can freely play on all of them. And that's all of the rules. I would recommend playing in rounds instead of adding up your points. One rule more, and then you have all the rules. If you get all of the base cards being the same color, there is no bonus card. But it's very important to qualify and to get 22, because if you don't, you lose your entire score in the game. So let's say you've been playing for 20 minutes and your score is 100, your opponent has 80. If you don't qualify, you lose your entire 100 points. Now I would recommend playing in rounds and not adding up the total points because of that rule. And I would recommend 10 rounds. And if you want to play longer, then you can just play with sets. So 10 rounds makes 1 set, maybe out of 3 sets. But play in rounds, because if you play total points, you might both at times lose your total points, so you don't know how long it might take you to actually finish the game. So we're going to just do a fast round, the 2 of us playing, just so we can see the game at work.
You can start.
So you deal out the 3 base cards, 11, a 9, a 14. So the blue card is the bonus card. Now I deal myself 5 cards, and that's a pickup pile. Place a 17 on the 14, no, on the 9. So 9 plus 1 plus 7 is 16. And I'll lay a 2 down in my qualifying row, pick up 2 more cards, place the 5, that brings it up to 22, 9 plus 1 plus 7 plus 5. So if I can get 22 points in my qualifying row, I'm going to grab the 9 points here. If I had done it all with gold cards, I would grab 18. So I'm going to place the 14 down. I'm up to 16. I picked up 2 more cards. That's good. I place an 8. That brings me up to 22. And I didn't play on the bonus card, which is good, because now I play the 6, and that brings me up to 22 in the qualifying row. So I could keep going. There's no reason to, so I won't. I'm done. So because I got 22 in my qualifying row, this was a very good round for me, because I got 22 points in the qualifying row. I can get actual points. I got 22 here with the 9 base cards, so I get 9 points. I got 22 here, with the 14 base card, but because I did it all with the same color, I double it to 28. So 28 plus 9 is 37. Plus I didn't play on my bonus card, so I grabbed the 11 points. So that's 48 points. So that's a very good round. And I would keep going at least to see if he could play one more card up here. I would still pick up the 2 cards. See if he can hit 22 up here, but then call your turn done, because you don't want to go over the 22 in the qualifying row. So even if Liz had gotten 22, this wouldn't count. The only way to grab the 9 points with the bonus card is if she hadn't played on it at all.
Yeah,
So she got 22 here, 17 plus 1 plus 4, and she did qualify. So Liz got 17 points, which is pretty good. If the 14 had been a blue card, then it would have been doubled to 34. But 17 is pretty good. So now I'll just write her score down. So after the first round, it's 48 to 17. Now remember that we can always lose. If we were to play 10 rounds, we might end up losing our score. So when we deal out 3 base cards of the same color, if you don't qualify by getting 22 points, then you lose your entire score. So on round 1, I'm winning 48 to 17, but I could be leading the entire time, but then on round 10, I don't qualify when the base cards are the same color and I lose on the final round. Thank you for playing, Liz.
Thank you. Harry.
Thank you for listening. You can go to my website, strugglergames.com, and leave comments if you try the game and you enjoy it. Thank you for listening.